Hello. No, I did not upload a video last week. Whoops. Sorry. It was my birthday week. I took the week off. It wasn't necessarily planned, but that's the way it happened. So before I get into today's video, yes, the video I've been planning on doing when I turn 21 since I was like 15, I am going to be doing that. Edward 40 Hands is coming. I promise it's coming. I don't know exactly when because I gotta get some people coordinated for it, but it is happening. Alright, now we will go into the video. I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about how I found Wicca. If you don't know, I am Wiccan. I am also a witch, and I have been practicing witchcraft and have been part of the Wiccan religion for a little over a year. It's interesting because there's not a definitive point of when I found Wicca. It's something that I've kind of always known existed, but growing up, I grew up in a very, very strict Christian household. My family was Lutheran, and they are not very friendly to those of other religions. So growing up and as a teenager, I was basically forbidden from looking into any kind of religion at all that wasn't Christianity. But of course, being banned from looking into other religions and knowing I was banned from looking into them, that made me even more curious. So I started looking up religions, and obviously the first one that I was like, I hate Christianity, so what's the opposite of that? Satanism, which obviously isn't true. That's not the case at all. But I got caught Googling Satanism, and basically I got my ass kicked, got my door taken off. Like, it was unacceptable in that household. And that experience of getting caught scarred me a little bit, so I didn't look into anything else at all while I lived with my family. After I moved out and into this apartment, it was a few months, I want to say, after I moved here, that I really was like, wait a second. I can look into other religions now. I don't have to follow the rules that my parents gave me. So I started looking, and I started by looking at paganism. Paganism is an umbrella term. I can't remember the definition off the top of my head, so I'm not going to give it to you right now, but it's easily Googleable. But through searching about paganism, I found Wicca. If you're not familiar, Wicca is a neo-pagan, earth-based religion. Everybody practices it so differently. It is very individual to each person who is part of it. So all the things that I say about Wicca and stuff like that, they're only from my personal opinion and perspective. Other people might have different experiences or opinions, and that's totally okay. But I found Wicca through searching paganism. And as I was reading up on it and kind of realized what it was, I really liked the idea that Wiccans tend to worship both the masculine and the feminine. It's not just a one-sided gendered thing. We really tend to honor both the masculine and feminine energies in the world, and as a trans person who has a big old jumbled mess of those energies, I found it really comforting. I also like that it can be so individual that you can choose to believe in deity or not believe in deity and just use deity as a personification of nature. I personally find more comfort and do believe in deity, and I've always believed that there was something out there, but I didn't just think it was one thing. And that's why when I was researching into Wicca and I saw that there was a goddess and a god, but they kind of rule over nature and the sun and the moon and the earth. Some of the things that I was looking up was saying that the goddess and god really are in everything. And I agreed with that. I really liked what I was reading. And then, of course, when you find Wicca, you also stumble upon witchcraft. Now, I've known witchcraft as a thing for a very long time, and I wanted to practice it, but again, living in that household, it just wasn't going to happen. So I was like, okay, I think I'll do this, because I like the idea of directing energy to create change, and that's what witchcraft is. And I like the idea of being able to use witchcraft to connect with deity and to connect with the earth, and I like the idea of doing rituals and honoring Sabbats. So I kind of jumped in head first. I started researching and reading everything I could. I'm still reading. I'm constantly learning new things every single day. I bought my first crystals, I bought my first tarot deck, and I kind of instantly fell in love with the religion and with the practice. I'm still doing it. I'm sitting on my bed here, but my altar is right there, and I'm looking at it and I see it, and like I've got a bunch of crystals on it, and I got a bunch of crystals over here, and I got crystals over there. They're everywhere. You can look anywhere in this house and find crystals. I had always believed in this stuff, but it was just a matter of like having a name for it, and when I found a name for it, it was awesome. It was really awesome. I feel like this video was really like short and sweet. There's not much more to it than that. That's kind of how I found Wicca. If you guys enjoyed this video or want to see other kinds of content from me, you can subscribe to this channel if you're not already. I post over here about once a week. I also have 2 other channels that I post on more regularly, a vlog channel and a channel about age regression. They are both linked down in the description. If you want to keep up with me day to day in between uploads, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, which is at the Riley Kyle. And that's it. That's it. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.